km over gi. And then just like that, we have proven the theorem. Now understand this. When you prove this theorem, you don't prove it based on similar triangles. Hello, grade 12s. Welcome back to the channel, Science Therapy, hosted by the one and only science therapist, Abutewa Sos Ogobela Maths. And without any further ado, let's look at these questions that we have here. Okay, so we have question 10. It says in the diagram below, triangle KLM and triangle GHI are drawn such that angle K is equals to angle G, angle L is equals to angle H, and angle M is equals to angle I. Then it says prove the theorem which states that if two triangles are equiangular, then the corresponding sides are in proportion. That is to say that prove that KL over GH will be equals to KM over GI. Now understand this. When you prove this theorem, you don't prove it based on similar triangles. You actually prove it based on congruence, right? So you have to actually draw a line over here, right? So the first thing that you want to do with solving this question is you want to construct a line in triangle KLM here, but then there are specification for this line. So we can say this line is AB, and then let's indicate that this angle here will be A1. Now the first thing that we do is we say construction. If you look at this on your marking guideline, if you don't have this construction, it doesn't matter what you do after, that's 0 out of 5. So this proof is about 5 marks in your exam or 6 marks. So if you don't construct, you simply get 0. So it is very important that the first thing that you do is you construct that line, right? So this is not the one whereby we prove it based on similar triangles or we prove it based on the area. This is the one where we prove it based on congruence, right? So now have a look at how we're going to prove this. So our construction will say, let's draw line AB in triangle KLM such that KA will be equals to GH and KB will be equals to GI. And then from here, you then want to start with your proof. So proving your congruency, you have to start by saying in triangle KAB and triangle GHI. This is what we have. We have number 1, KA will be equals to GH. So this is based on what? The construction. And then number 2, this angle K here is equals to that angle G. So angle K equal to angle G. And then our reason is it is given. Right. Then number 3, say again, KB must be equals to GI. And then again, this is from construction. So this is an observation from the construction. And then therefore we can then conclude triangle KAB is congruent to triangle GHI. Now if we say these two triangles are congruent, triangle 1 and triangle 2, this would mean that angle A1, therefore angle A1. So before we can say that, let's not forget our case. So the case is we proved with a side, an angle, and a side. So this has to be side, angle, side. Right. And then that means angle A1, remember we have proven that these two triangles are congruent. So that means they are exactly the same. So that would mean angle A1 is equals to angle H, right? But then we are given that angle L here from this bigger triangle, KLM, but angle L is equals to angle H. That one is given, right? So if angle A1 is H and angle L is equals to H, we can then conclude that angle A1 is equals to angle L. So this angle here and that angle, they're equal. But then if we can just have a look at this, what shape have we formed by saying those two angles are equal? We have formed an F shape. So that means in conclusion, we can say, therefore, line AB has to be parallel to line LM. And then the reason for that is because corresponding angles are equal. Right. So the corresponding angles are equal. So this are parallel. Now, if we have these lines parallel, when we go back to proportionality theorem, it says if a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, then it divides the two other sides into equal proportions. So that means that in that case, if we take the whole of KL over KA, it would be in the same proportion as KM over KB. So this means KL over KA would be in the same proportion as KM over KB. But you will remember from up here that we said KA is equal to GH, and then KB is equals to GI. And this is what we are trying to prove here. So we can simply just replace the KA with the GH and replace the KB with the GI. So that would mean KL over GH is equals to KM over GI. And then just like that, we have proven the theorem that says KL over GH is equals to KM over GI. That says if two triangles are equiangular, then the corresponding sides are in proportion, right? And then again, let's not forget to give a reason for this. This is because it's line drawn parallel to one side of triangle. So line drawn parallel to one side of triangle, this is why we have these sides in proportion, right? And that's how you go about with that proof there. So make sure that you follow through with that proof step by step and you do it exactly as I've done it here. And then make sure that you get that 5 marks or 6 marks if given. Right. But then again, remember, the most important thing is that you show the construction, because anything that you do after without the construction is invalid. So with all that being said, guys, please press the thumbs up button if you have enjoyed the lesson and then you have found it helpful. And if you've been watching the videos and haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. But most importantly, please share the link with your friends and classmates so that they may also find assistance. Remember, do not be selfish. We are winning as a team.